How's it going, y'all? I'm about to show you all faction classes and every single ability that you can use in XDefiant, such as this Riot Shield from Rainbow Six Siege. We have Splinter Cell, Sam Fisher's Night Vision ultimate that you can one-shot everyone with his pistol, and also burn everything to the ground using this flamethrower. Alright, let's start with the first faction, which is the Cleaners. The passive ability for this faction is the Incendiary rounds. While shooting at an enemy, you'll inflict extra burn damage while also decreasing the range of your weapon. If you're using assault rifle or SMG and you like to get very close to your enemy, this trait will provide you with that extra damage. It's a really powerful passive ability indeed. Alright, now let's talk about the activated abilities. I'm just gonna call it active ability. We have two of these for each faction or class, and you can only pick one of them. Let's start with the first ability, which is called Incinerator Drone. So basically, you're gonna call out your drone, and the drone will spit fire on its path before exploding at the end. Next, we have the Firebomb. This will detonate a Molotov cocktail, which will engulf an area of effect with flames. Any enemies that are standing inside of it will take damage. And finally, we have the ultimate or the ultra ability, which is called the Purifier. You'll take out your flamethrower and you burn everything to the ground. Everything that is in close proximity will take massive damage. Alright, for the next faction, we have the Phantoms. Their passive ability, Hardened, will provide extra health passively, so instead of having just 100 health, you'll have 120 health all the time. So basically, this is the tanking class of XDefiant. We have the first active ability, which is the Mech Barrier. Basically, you throw a barrier to the ground and it'll pop a massive horizontal shield. It'll basically absorb any incoming damage while you can shoot through the barrier and shoot enemies through it. This is good for protecting capture points as it'll protect your teammates, and your teammates can shoot through this shield as well. Next, we have the Blitz Shield. This is the iconic Riot Shield from Rainbow Six Siege, which will allow you to use this Riot Shield for 30 seconds. You can't shoot your weapons though. However, you can still use your melee hit, which is a Shield Bash, that will do massive damage at close range. And for the Ultra ability for the Phantoms, we have AEGIS. Basically, you pop this spherical shield and you can walk around and the shield will move at the same time, protecting all your teammates. This is really good if you're protecting a point, especially when your tank or Phantom is coordinating the shield on comms. Alright, let's talk about the next faction, which is from Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, the Echelon. They are the super spies. The passive ability Low Profile is really overpowered. Your character is no longer seen on the opponent's minimap, regardless of actions being performed. Even though you shoot, you throw a grenade, or whatever you do, you won't be shown on the minimap. Let's start with the first active ability, which is the digital Ghillie suit. Basically, your character will turn almost invisible for the full 10 seconds duration. And you can use this opportunity to get to the back lines and shoot enemies from the back. You can cancel this ability by just shooting. You won't be permanently invisible, you'll look like the silhouette like this, and any movement or aiming will reduce this invisibility effect. Next, we have the Intel suit. If you pop this ability, you'll be pulsing for 15 seconds and it'll reveal enemies on your minimap, and you can also see them through walls in red. Basically, you'll be granted map hack for around 15 seconds. And finally, we have the Ultra ability, the Sonar Goggles. You'll pop your night vision goggles, everything will turn into night vision and you can see all enemies around you. They'll be marked in red, which will allow you to hunt them using Sam Fisher's 5.7 pistol. This pistol is really overpowered. You can 1-2 shot an enemy. I think this one is my most favorite ability in the entire game. Alright, next we have the healing class, which is called the Libertad. The passive ability will heal you and your nearby allies constantly and passively, which is really awesome. Your first ability, which is the BioVida Boost, is basically like a healing injector where you can use it and it'll instantly heal you right away. Next, we have the Remedio. This one is basically an AoE heals which you can toss on the ground, where it'll heal you and your teammates that are standing inside of this smoky green gas. And finally, the Ultra ability, the Medico Supremo. It is similar to El Remedio, the AoE heals, however this time you and your ally that are standing inside of this circle will be granted double HP as well as increased healing. So those are the 4 basic factions that we have in XDefiant. We have another faction called DedSec Cyber Attackers from Watchdog 2. To unlock this faction, you just have to play the game and earn enough XP, or you can buy it with the coins that are available in game. As of right now, I don't have the footage of all the abilities for DedSec Cyber Attackers. However, I'll be posting a video on all the abilities of the DedSec Cyber Attackers in the near future. Alright, now let's talk about the passive ability, the Fabricator. After a device is deployed, this Fabricator generates a new one. So it could be referring to the devices from our active abilities, which are Hijack and also Spiderbot. So let's talk about Hijack. Upon activation, you'll hack enemy deployed abilities and make them your own. So basically, if a healer pop that healing abilities, you can hack it and make it onto your own, or it could be a phantom shield that you can turn it into your own. The next ability is the Spiderbot, which will deploy a Spiderbot that will target any nearest target and basically stun them. Is much more like the Call of Duty flying drone, where it will target nearest target, but this time it will stun the enemy instead of doing damage. And the ultimate ability for DedSec Cyber Attackers, which is Lockout. This will prevent enemies from using their Ultra or any abilities. They can't use anything within this area. Once you pop this Ultra, it's good for controlling capture point or choke points in XDefiant. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video useful, be sure to hit the subscribe for more future XDefiant videos. This is Joe, and I'll see you next time.